Okay, fantastic. The call is recording. Malcolm is my business partner in Karatbars, and Malcolm has got over 20 years experience in the corporate industry. Malcolm is a coach. He's a business coach. He runs his own business and he helps businesses make money. And Malcolm is also my business partner in Karatbars, and we are having such a great time. And tonight we wanted to just do a bit of Q&A. We've had so many questions that our team has asked us. We thought we'd cover a few of those questions, and yeah, and then get the presentation started. So Malcolm, if you want to go for it and start off, maybe just give a bit of your background, and you can give a bit of an introduction to yourself.
Okay, thanks so much, David. Great to be on the call again with you, and it's always a delight to work with you and to do these presentations. Hi everyone. As David said, my name's Malcolm. I've had lots of jobs in my time. I was in education, and then I moved into the corporate world, and then I set up my own business, and I run a training and consultancy business now, which helps people of all ages become more successful. And I just love doing it. And via that, I met David maybe 10 years ago. He put an opportunity in front of me, and we started to talk, and we've remained friends and business partners in and out of different opportunities ever since. One of the great things is that David is always there for me. David helps me, advises me, kicks me up the backside when I need it, and we just have a ball. And it's just great to be able to work with somebody who is so energized and so on the ball about all these things. So I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky indeed. And those of you on the call, if you're in my team, you're very lucky. And if you're in David's team, you're extra lucky. I hope tonight's going to be, David said, we're going to go through some questions that the teams have sent in. And then obviously, if you've got any questions yourself, you'll be able to do it. Okay, so David, you've done it for me. So shall we start with the first one? And maybe you can answer this. What do you look for in a prospect to join Karatbars?
Yes, a great question, Malcolm. You know, what I look for is I look for somebody who's got a passion. You know, somebody who wants maybe to provide for their family, who wants to, you know, who's got a burning desire. Maybe he's just fed up at the moment with where his life's going. Maybe he's fed up with his day job, or he's just not earning enough money. Or somebody is just wants to learn something new and actually start making a career from home. And those are the people I look for. I look for people who are fed up and have got that burning desire. Because if you want to learn a new skill, or if you want to do something new, you've got to be teachable. You know, you've got to be willing to learn from others. And that's what I look into somebody who joins my team. And we got such a good step-by-step program that we offer our team, Protection Through Gold, is that if somebody is willing and teachable, then they can be successful. And another big criteria is persistence. You know, no successful person has ever achieved anything great without obstacles. So somebody who's not just going to quit, you know, join Karatbars, and after a month, if they're not making $1 million, they quit. You know, Karatbars is like any other business. It's going to take some work, but the main thing is you're going to have support, and that is our team, Protection Through Gold. Great. Yeah. How's that, Malcolm?
Yeah, good answer. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, Malcolm. Are you ready?
I'm breathing deeply.
Here we go. We're just going to follow on here. What is the best way you connect with people? I mean, contact people.
Okay, well, actually connects a very good word as well, David, because as you and I both know, people buy from people. And one of the great things is to build up a rapport with people. People need to trust you, need to know you're a real person, need to know you're the same as them, you're not some superstar, you've had failures, you've had successes, but you've kept on going. So first of all, people need to know about you. They want to make sure that you're just a real person. And you and I have worked through different businesses, and we've done cold calling. I remember many times you and I sat in this office here doing what we used to call a power hour, when we used to just call people and fire each other up to call people. We've had meetings, we've had presentations. But the great thing about Karatbars and this business is the system is made out for you. And I find this system the best way to contact people. And basically, there is a funnel, and you can use something. We use Aweber, and it's set up by Karatbars for you as well. And by the way, guys, there are videos on all these things. So if you want to know something, you just go in, have a look, and there's a video that helps you, which again is so good. You don't have to contact anybody. Although it's good to contact people, there are always videos for you. So what I've found is that, first of all, I have a routine. I do a broadcast to my team 4 or 5 times a week. I know David does more than that, but I'm doing about 4 or 5 times a week. I do a blog, and I send that out to everybody. And I rebroadcast to people who may have missed it and so on. So first of all, I use the Aweber system to contact people. Then, when people show an interest, the best thing is just get on the phone and say, "Hi, I'm Malcolm." And that blows people away. Not the fact that I'm Malcolm, but the fact you've contacted them. And that is so important, because people then straight away have a point of contact. And just to have a talk with people and just to say, this is what I'm doing, this is what happened, how are you getting on, how can I help you, is a great way. So to sum up, use the Aweber system, use the automatic system. Use things like broadcast, email, Skype, any business like that, and speak to people. Show them you're real people. And just say, how can I help you? Because the great thing about Karatbars is we're here to make people successful. And if we make other people successful, we will be successful. David, it sounds like you're having your lunch, your dinner. You're enjoying it. Okay, David, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, so we talked about contact.
I'm here. Malcolm, that was great. You know, the whole thing is to be yourself. You know, that's what my mentor tells me. He says, just be yourself. And people will like that, because if you be yourself, then you don't have to put on anything fake, and you won't waste any energy. Good. Malcolm, I'm ready for the next question.
All right. I'm going to go down a couple and just say, how do you get started in Karatbars? Because I guess the guys on tonight, that's a really important thing. If they haven't started yet, what do they need to do?
Okay, to get started is the best thing is to hook up with the person who introduced you to Karatbars, number one, because that person can get you a step-by-step system. Because Malcolm mentioned Aweber. If you've never heard of that program before, that's fine. All Aweber is, it's just an email program where you capture people's email addresses. And in our funnel, we've actually got a funnel, which is a program which helps you to market online. And if you've got no experience marketing online before, if you don't know what Aweber is before, if you don't know what doing broadcasts is before, that's all fine. Because when you hook up with the person who introduced you, there is step-by-step training program that we help you with to get started. And I mean, it was like Malcolm. Malcolm joined my Karatbars business, and he is learning the skills with the AWeber and the broadcast, and I was there to support him, and I'm there to support you guys as well. So the best thing is to do is hook arms with your sponsor, go through all the training videos in the AWeber system, and the great thing about a video is you can stop it, implement what you need to implement, start the video. If you don't understand it, redo it, do it again. And then if you get stuck, you speak to your person who introduced you to the business. So getting started is very simple. Just ask your sponsor for your affiliate link. You choose a package, which Malcolm will get into in the presentation shortly, and set up your goals that you're going to purchase on a monthly basis, and then get into your training. There you go, Malcolm.
Yeah, great stuff. Good stuff. Okay, David, shall I go through the routine that I do, and then you can chip in as well?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. The other thing, just going back to what we were talking about, how to get started. If you haven't seen it, there's a great video called Step by Step, and that basically just takes you through every step of how to get started in the business. Okay, daily routine. What I've done, and we all have different things, but I've got in front of me here a Monday to Sunday list of things, and I'll just go through what I do on each day and just say it and explain. Lawrence, one of the Protect Through Gold leaders, just basically said, forget all the other stuff. Don't look at Facebook. Don't look at your phone. Don't answer things. First thing to do every day is to do something that will potentially make more people join your team, produce income, or whatever you want to do. And that's what I do every day. As soon as I get up, I start and do something. So on a Monday, first thing I do is I look at areas where I can get leads from and send out some potential leads so I can get more people into my funnel all the time. Because the more people you have in the funnel, the more people will come out the other end. And you just need to keep growing that. So every Monday, I get a large amount of leads that I'm going to use during the week. And the other thing is I do a broadcast to my team. I just tell them what I've been doing, fire them up, say, if you've got any questions, let me know. But just do a broadcast every Monday. On a Tuesday, I do my blog, and I try and do something that will be relevant to everybody, that will be of interest, not only to internet marketers, but to people who are trying to do a home business of whatever sort, people who need in greeting and networking. So I try and do a fairly generic blog, and I do that twice a week. But I do the first one on Tuesday. I do an email to my list about the blog, so that just to make sure they have a look at it. And I rebroadcast to my my list for those people who have not looked at it. We can explain later and so on, but one of the great things about AWeber, it tells you all the people who have opened your mail, and you can send a targeted mail to the people who have not opened your mail. So I do that on a Tuesday. Wednesday, I do another fresh broadcast, I do more leads, and we have a webinar every night. So we prepare for that. So that's my Wednesday. Thursday, I do a video, and I do a video about something of interest, either something we've been to, a training session, or something that's current, or something from my blog, or one of the broadcasts. I just do a 3-4 minute video and send that out to everyone. Again, I rebroadcast my broadcast from Wednesday and target people. And I've got it here mentoring, because David and I meet up most Thursdays and we have a coffee, we talk about things, David shares ideas, I share ideas. It's a buddy system and it works really well. Friday, I do another blog, I do another broadcast, and I do an email out to people. And Saturday and Sunday, I rebroadcast, I send out a mail for those people who've not read my blog, and I look at any other leads I've got left. So that's my daily routine. As soon as I get up, I do that every single day. So I'm doing something, I'm contacting my team, I'm working with the team, and hopefully I'm helping them, training them, and they can see that I value them, want to help them to become successful as well. David?
Yes, fantastic. Great. What question do we still have to cover, Malcolm?
The other one really is, how do you market Karatbars? Do you want to do that quickly and then we'll get...
Then we get started, yeah. Okay, guys, you know, I'll give you a bit of my background. I have been involved in quite a few businesses, online businesses, and I have failed quite horribly at a few of them. And my mentor told me, hey, David, let's try something different. Okay, let's try and get you to build a list. So if you guys haven't heard that before, I'll explain what it is, because I didn't know what a list was 10 months ago. A list is gathering email addresses and getting people to marketing certain places on the internet and getting people to put their name and email on a form, and then you get them as a lead. And then they go into a store of emails, and you start building a relationship with that list. You send them emails on a daily basis, explaining them how you can help them in Karatbars. And eventually, when you build that trust and you build that relationship, you actually start to get people who ask you, what do you do? And then I just tell them I'm with a company called Karatbars. And that's how the people join my business. It's purely marketing on the internet. And it's very powerful because you can leverage over 100 countries, because Karatbars now I think is in 106 countries. So I'm not just limited to one market. I'm based in the UK. So that is very powerful. So that's how we market. And the great thing about that marketing, let me just move the slide here, is the picture on the right side there. There's Scotty on the left, in the middle is Lawrence, on the right is Albie. And these guys are all six-figure earners on the internet. And these guys are our leaders and upline support. So you could just think about that. They've actually set up a whole training area, which is step-by-step videos, which is part of the sales funnel training. So it's quite phenomenal, the training that you get. They also do Google Hangouts as well with some six-figure earners. Plus, we've also got our special Facebook group, which is only for our teams. And it's a team culture where we actually care about people. And that's why I believe our team has grown now to over 20,000 people in 10 months. So it's because we care about our people. So Malcolm, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually introduce Malcolm now, because Malcolm's actually going to start off with the Karatbars presentation. So Malcolm, I'm going to hand it over to you, and Malcolm's going to be the presenter tonight. So welcome, Malcolm, and all yours.
Thanks, David. Okay, guys, I'm not going to spend hours on this, but it's so important, these things. You may have seen some of these things before, you may not. But as David said, you are potentially looking at this team, 20,000 people now, helping everybody become successful. And Karatbars is just one of the greatest group of people you will ever meet. David mentioned there Scotty, Lawrence, and Albie. And I'd add to that David as well, because he's such a great person from there. And our culture is that you help other people, and by helping other people, you become successful yourself. David's mentioned the Facebook group. In fact, we used to have a Skype group, and we got to about 3 rooms, and it was just so busy that it just didn't function. So we had to turn it into a Facebook group. So that's really good. And every day I pick up something from somebody on there, every single day. The support is second to none. You can, David, for instance, he's just phoned Albie in Australia, and I'm going to do the same. And talk to these guys, and they will spend time with you and help you and just say, hey, I'm trying to do this, what's the best way? The training, this is part of it, but there's also, as David mentioned, in our back office, there's a training section, and there's a video on everything, on all the questions that we've been asked and we've asked tonight, there's stuff from that. And every couple of weeks there's a Google Hangout and training, and there's one coming up very shortly. So have a look at those. They're absolutely golden. They're about an hour and a half, and every one of them is just absolutely golden. Okay, so let's get on with this then, and you can see what we're going to do. So welcome to tonight, and we're talking about Karatbars International. It's based in Germany. It makes gold exchange available for everyone. That is so good. I was watching a video today, and it was about people who wanted to save in gold but couldn't afford it. And this guy was holding a gold bar, and it was valued at £500,000. And the point was, how many of us can buy one golden bar? But as you'll see, you can buy gold through Karatbars, and it makes it available to everyone. Privately owned company. As you see, there are people worldwide now. All of us have got people throughout the world who are joining in on this, and it's just so exciting. Regulated by strict German laws, and as we all know, if the Germans make laws, they're solid. It started in 2008, but our particular team, as David rightly said, started only 10 months ago, and there's 20,000 just in our team. So that's incredible growth, absolutely phenomenal growth. I've never been involved in anything that has grown so quickly. So it's well known, trusted, respected, it's expanding worldwide, good reputation, and just Google it yourself, have a look. Don't believe us. I mean, do your own due diligence. Find out. That's what I did. I trust David with my life, but I also had a look at this to make sure it was absolutely what I wanted to do, and it was right. You may well know these guys if you've read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You haven't. Everybody's life. This guy has two dads, one who's an entrepreneur and one who's a regular guy, and it's the advice that he gives to both people. So a lot of people would like to exchange money for gold, but they can't. Why do they want to change money for gold? Well, you'll see in a moment that the main reason is that cash is variable. Gold is solid. That's not a pun, meaning gold is solid, but it's solid in the fact that it is constantly going up in value. Cash goes all over the place. You've only got to look at Zimbabwe, Germany after the war, people taking barrow loads of cash to buy a loaf. So for most people, gold is out of reach, but for Karatbars, it's not. And that's the beauty of it. I never thought that I'd be able to save in gold. And now I'm doing it. I'm doing it every single week. And it's just brilliant. It's just a beautiful product. You may have seen this, you may not. But the Karatbars card, and I've got one in my hand, although you can't see it, just like the one in the picture there. And that is pure gold. Absolutely pure gold. And I learned today there's two types of gold. There's the liquid type gold that makes a gold bar, and there's this gold which is even purer, and it's called minted gold. And this is the purest gold you can get. If you take one of these cards to anyone, they will tell you it is 100%, well, 99.9 pure gold, and it's certified by the London Bullion Market. Why by the LBMA? Because Over 95% of all gold in the world goes through London. So it's really, really important. And the other thing is, when you turn round, you can see on the picture there that there is a hologram on the back. And that just is extra security. So you've got gold on the front and you've got a hologram on the back. I just love it. I just show them to people. You don't have to do any more. And they say, "Ooh, what's that?" Just great stuff. So it makes it more valuable at no extra cost. So good. These are just beautiful upgrades. These are the gift cards. And one of my daughters is expecting her second child. And the one in the bottom left, I'm giving the newborn baby when it comes in a couple of weeks as a present. Because these things, I was going to say they're golden, but they are. They're just absolutely golden. And as David says, you know, the World Cup one, you keep that for a couple of years, that'll be worth a lot. Maybe not in England with what's happened to the England team, but worldwide, they'll be worth a lot. Or why not have a Ferrari one? But they're just good, or thank you. What a great way to say thank you to someone. Just give them a bit of gold. You've got a friend for life. So they're beautiful. I love those. So there are options. We have a system in the Protection Through Gold team, and we work on having at least 1 gram a week. But I started off 1 gram a month. That's all I could afford. But you get as much gold as you can, and it turns into a great saving for you. Pay a little each month, what you can afford. The company store it, Prosecure, one of the top security companies, keep it for us, and they will deliver it also via FedEx if you want actual delivery of your gold. But most people keep the gold securely in the vault. I don't know about you, but I haven't got a vault at home, and the way it's going, I'm glad it's nice and secure somewhere. It's a one-time purchase. You exchange one time, and the company delivers it straight away. What more could you want? It's so secure. Recommended, again, by Bundesbarer, the German organization, just like the London market. These guys don't mess about because they know it's trustworthy. They don't recommend everything. But, you know, we've got the top German companies recommending it and the top London ones. So it's a pucker. So why gold? Well, I'm no mathematician, but if you just look at those figures, explaining really, in the 20 years, in the 70s to 90s, it went up 10 times. In the last century, it went up 100 times. And in the noughties, it's gone up 5 times. So the great thing about that is it will continue. Nothing is certain in life. I can't hand on my heart say everything will continue, but the one thing that seems certain is gold. Paper money, cash is not. That's why gold has always been and will continue to be the way that people save. Everything's getting more expensive, but it won't drop. It will increase. Just look at that graph. It speaks volumes, doesn't it? Again, if you just want a little bit of reassurance to tell people, if you store $300, £300, 300 whatever, euros per month, for the past 20 years, you would have a return of 72,000. Not bad. If you've done that with gold over the same period, you would have 230,000. So 72,000. As they say in America, do the math. Absolutely brilliant. So let's sum up. Why Karatbars? Thousands of customers in over 100 countries, and that's growing all the time. It will be totally worldwide. In our business, in our little group, It's grown in 10 months from 0 to 20,000. The proven concept, trusted and respected and regulated. And the London market also says it's right. Unique product. It's got the stamp on. It's got the hologram on. It's got the actual security on it. It's everything. It's got a warranty, a certification. It's just, well, you can't knock it. And it's secured at a secure location, like Progresseur, like I said, one of the top security businesses that look after gold worldwide. So, if you're not already, I would thoroughly recommend you become an affiliate, because that's the way. When I started, I'll put my hands up and say I wasn't. I said to David, I'm going to save gold, but I don't want the business. And after a month or so, David just said to me, just look at the figures, Malcolm. Look what you're wasting by not being an affiliate. And I actually joined on the spot. Straight away then, I said, you're right, and I never regretted it. And that was only 3.5 months ago, and it's just growing. And I just love it. It's just great. So we're here to support you. Imagine that you're just helping other people. That's what we're hopefully doing tonight, and that's what the business is about. So for the first time, you introduce this to somebody, they look at it, and they come back to you and say, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And the great part about it, it's free. There's no sign-up fee. There's no monthly fee. You don't have to buy gold. There is nothing. But you want to share with others. You want to exchange cash for gold, and it is a saving for the rest of your life. And the great thing is, just by introducing it to 1 or 2 people, as we're going to show you, it very soon mounts up. Just recapping what we said, look at that now. In 3 years, gone from 60 to over 100. We can help people all over the world. We can get you started. So there are packs, and each of them has, as you can see, what's involved and so on. I urge you to get started. Just get started at the level you can. There's bronze, silver, gold, and VIP. And obviously, they go up incrementally on the rewards you get when you introduce people on these packages. So start at the level you can afford, but get started. If you wait, you will miss an opportunity. I almost missed an opportunity, and I was so grateful that I didn't. Because David knows me and I trust him, I got in as soon as I could, and that happened. And they give you this stuff to show people. It's just beautiful. And see that MasterCard there? What a great thing that is. And as you start to earn commission, you pay for your gold on that card, and it's like free, because you're earning money and that's buying your gold. It's not extra money coming out of your bank account. What a brilliant idea. Now, this may look complicated, and you'll see there's a website at the bottom, kbkaratbarsdualsystem.com. Very easy to remember. Have a look at it, go through it. There are lots, as you can see there, there's direct commission, bonuses, and so on. But rather than trying to mystify you or whatever, and I'm not skipping over it, it's just you need to look at it at your own level. What I did was I just got this on the screen. I just went through it and said, oh yeah, I understand it now. But what I would say to you, it's the best compensation scheme, see, I'm getting excited, I've ever seen. And you just look there, the payouts you get and so on. It is just absolutely amazing. Just absolutely amazing. So if you haven't already done so, have a look at that, www.kbdualsystem.com, and you'll be amazed. So the other thing that we do in the Protection Through Gold is we have a 12-week system. And this just works on the binary system of duplication. So you get two direct commissions. You get paid on the direct commissions best. So you introduce people into the system. And you can just see there, you start at week 1 and it just doubles and goes through. And it takes, like David said, nothing's going to happen overnight. Week 6, you know, it's dollars, euros, and it means then that you can actually buy your gold free. Great. You know, it's actually paying for your gold. Then look how incrementally it goes up in the next 6 weeks. It goes from 65 to 4,500. Wow. And that's just the double growth principle of 2 people increasing 2 people and so on. And it's so simple, just so simple. So, our system and help others do the same. Register for free if you haven't done so. Buy a marketing package at one-off cost. But once you're in the system, you're going to get money come back to you. Just buy a pack, whichever you can afford. Buy some gold each month. Our team, it's 4 grams is what we aim for. But as I said to you, I started off buying 1, then I went to 2, and so on. So buy what you can. Get access to our free training and sales funnel. It's brilliant. Albie, Lawrence, Scotty, and lots of other people, they just help you on a daily basis. So get back to the person who invited you on this webinar. If it's David, get back to David. If it's me, get back to me. If it's somebody else, get back to them. But you can build a team and a large group of customers very, very quickly. I assure you, you really can. And just remember that. Where should you put your money? Where do you think others are putting theirs? Look on there, 300 over 20 years. Do you want 56,000 or 230,000? That smiling face is me at my daughter's wedding, and that's because I know the way I'm going, and that's forward. Join us, guys, on this exciting adventure. You will not regret it. David, do you want to do the last wrapping up?
Yes, Malcolm. Wow, what can I say? Thank you so much, man. That was great. You know what, guys? What we're going to do is me and Malcolm are going to leave the chat room open for a couple of minutes. Please chat with us. Any question you want to ask us, we'll answer it. So on the left at the bottom there, send us a couple of questions, and we'll be very happy to answer them. Thanks, Malcolm, for adding that. kbdualsystems.com. There you go. That's for the compensation plan, guys. It will explain it step by step. One thing is, I can tell you, if you don't sleep tonight, don't blame me. It's not my fault. Come on. I'm sure somebody's got a question for us. Oh, there we go. Angelo, let's see, man. First, I want to say thank you for the information. I wrote all the golden nuggets down. Angelo, you're welcome, my friend. I can see you. You're an inspiration. You're learning loads, and you're willing. You're welcome.
Yeah, go, Angelo.
Okay, we'll leave it open for another minute.
Okay.
We'll leave it open for another minute, and then we'll call it a wrap, as they say.
Here's a question. Where do you find... Da, 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 da.
Okay. With emails that are not opened in Aweber by my lead. By the way, Angela, I'll send you a message. I'll send you a Skype message after the presentation. Okay, I think, Malcolm, we're going to call it a wrap. I'm going to say thank you so much for everybody coming on the call tonight. And I'm going to hand it over to you, Malcolm, to end the presentation tonight.
All right, thanks, David. First of all, Angelo, that sounds great. And there is a system, and David's going to send it to you. And well done with the lead. Just keep going there. And anybody else, the key word is persistence. Just keep on keeping on. David told me a great quote today as well. Believe in everybody, but don't rely on anyone. And I think that's a great thing to do. Believe in everybody, but don't rely on anyone. Do it yourself. You can get there. Thank you all very much indeed. This is a really exciting business to be involved in. I love every minute. I get up and I feel excited every day, and that's never happened before. And just working with you guys and getting there is great. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you all very much indeed. Bye now.
Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.